What's up everyone, it's Ryan here from Green Tech Network. Today I'm excited to unbox and give an overview on the Xiaomi Mi Band 2. I've had here my Mi Band 1. This isn't even the Mi Band 1 S Pulse, which gives the heart rate. This is just the standard original one, and it's worked pretty well for me. So today I'm happy to upgrade this one. So I'll go ahead and take this one off. You see my tan line there. And go ahead and unbox the Mi Band 2. So I already went ahead and took the plastic off, but it's got the standard Xiaomi, minimalist box style. It's only available in China right now, I believe, so everything on the box is in Chinese. So taking the box off, you've got, looks like the little band piece itself, and the wristband, which is pretty similar in size, it looks like, to the Mi Band 1. Let me go ahead and take out the actual piece. Oh, it's already lighting up. That's cool. It's already got a charge. So along inside the box with that, you've got a fully Chinese instruction manual. Just folds out. So, yep, no English at all, which is understandable because it's only available in China currently. And then, additionally, you have the charging cable, which looks a little bit bigger than the one for the Mi Band 1. Let's see. So if I take out the Mi Band 1, yeah, it's a little bit fatter, so it doesn't stay in there. So here's a comparison of the size between the 1 and the 2. See, it's a little bit longer and also a little bit thicker. And then I'll compare the heights here. If I can get it to focus. Let me see if I can get it to focus on. There we go. So it's a little bit thicker this way as well. So it's pretty much bigger in every dimension, and you can see the little bubble down here is where the heart rate sensor is. Right there. Yep, there we go. Get it to focus. So let me go ahead and just put it in the band so you can see what it looks like in there. Alright, cool. So I keep mine on my left hand. So let me go ahead and put it on real quick just to see how it feels, and then I'll take it back off to continue the review, obviously. So I don't have to keep my wrist in the camera frame here. Alright, so the wristband has a very similar feel to the 1, if you're familiar with that. Additionally, it looks like it has probably about the same notches for different wrist sizes. So if you have a very thin wrist or a very thick wrist, it'll probably be good in that aspect, because it does go pretty thick. So I mean, I do have a little bit on the thinner side, but I mean that's pushing it for wrist size. And then thin is pretty darn thin, because it looks like it goes an additional 4 or 5 notches past my wrist size. So you can see it just has the standard clock function. So it should, when you go up to look at it, there you go, a little clock pops up, so it's 6:40 here. And then this is a little touch kind of button, so it looks like it has some steps from when it was in the package being delivered. So you press this. It's not an actual like physical button, like there isn't a click. It's just a little, it senses that you touched it, so you don't need to actually press it very hard. So let's see how well it does my heart rate right now. Let's see how long it takes. So there we go, got a heart rate of 84 right now. And overall, it feels very nice. It's definitely more responsive, at least from what I've seen so far, for when you're looking at the time and steps and all that. Because with the 1, which I don't even know, here's a little pill thing. The 1, I noticed, was not really good at reading when you would go to look at your wrist to see how many steps you took. You kind of had to be like a robot, like you had to be, you know, straight arm straight down and then raise it just at the right angle to get it to show. But this one seems to work pretty pretty well when you're looking to see what time it is, and then obviously same thing goes for steps. So let's see if it keeps, if I keep it on steps, let's see if it will stay on that setting when I go to look at it. Nope, so it switches back to time. So that's not that big of a deal. Most of the time you're looking at it probably to see your time and then your heart rate, obviously. So that's pretty neat. I bought this one for $40 on gearbest.com. It is kind of hard to get them in the US right now. The demand is very high, supply is very low, so I was lucky enough to get one now. But I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the features now that I went ahead and unboxed it for you. So let me just take it off first, just so I can keep it in the camera frame there. There we go. So the cool thing about Xiaomi's bands are that they're IP67 waterproof rating. So that means it's good for up to, I believe it's 1 meter underwater, so around 3 feet for 30 minutes is what it's rated for. So that's really good for swimming, as long as you're not snorkeling or scuba diving. Obviously, if you're doing any of that, then you probably would have to take it off. But for just laps in a pool, or swimming in the ocean or a lake, definitely be fine. I can attest to this one. I wore it at the beach for around 4 weeks, and I wasn't snorkeling, but I would go kind of deep in the ocean, maybe down 5-6 feet or so, multiple times, and this thing held up perfectly. So I see no reason why this one would be any different. Along with that, the battery capacity has reduced a little bit from the Mi Band 1. This one lasts around 20 days per charge, and I noticed with my Mi Band 1 it would last around 30. The charging time is about 3 hours, which is probably pretty similar to that one if it's fully drained. And I mean, other than that, obviously it has the screen, which is a pretty obvious feature over the other one. And other than that, there isn't a whole lot of increased difference. Obviously, you get the heart rate monitor, and it has the green lights, which you can see there, which is similar to the, I believe it is the Fitbit HR Pulse, and which is a lot more accurate at measuring your heart rate when it has those green lights. So I'm going to go ahead and just open up the app so you can see that there are a little bit of differences in the settings in the Mi Fit app between the 1 and the 2. Obviously, one of them is going to be heart rate, so it now offers the heart rate functionality. So you can see it'll tell you your most recent heart rate and also other ones that it measured, which is pretty cool. And along with that, if I go to profile and hit Mi Band 2, obviously it tells you how long it's charged ago, just like the other one. It also has this sleep assistant, which helps the sleep analysis, it says, but it also reduces the battery life. So I assume it just makes it more reactive while you're sleeping, so it takes more data than usual. So obviously it would reduce the battery life on that setting. But that's pretty much it. You can also change the settings of what you see on your screen. So you have here time, obviously, you pretty much always want that. Steps, and then you can correlate steps into distance, which is also correlated into calories, heart rate, and then also have remaining battery, which is a cool feature. So you don't have to constantly open up your phone and click on it to figure out what the battery is. So I received mine with 43%, which is nice. And the other thing I did notice is that the vibration pattern is a little bit different than the 1, which isn't a big deal. So it does 3 quick pulses, so it's like bum bum bum. You probably can't hear it on the camera. Let's see if I get it close enough. No, I probably can't hear that. But the Mi Band 1 would just do 2 kind of long pulses. This one does 3 very quick ones. I'm hoping to get this working with Mi Band Tools, which is a very cool app that I might review in the future. But it basically lets you use your Mi Band to give you notifications for virtually any application that you want. and there's all kinds of different customization on how many times it vibrates, if it pulses, if it just vibrates constantly, all that. So I'll see if it works with the with that app. I don't use the Mi Band, or excuse me, the Mi Fit settings when it comes to all the notifications and all that, because I know you can get your, I can't figure out where it is on the app currently. The app isn't designed the best, but I know there is a way. There was a way. I don't know if there is with this, but I know there was one with the one where you could set it so it would vibrate when you get texts and alarms. But I personally prefer the Mi Band Tools, which is a paid app on Android. It's I think $1.99 or 99 cents, but it lets you use any app. So I have an aftermarket alarm clock that I use, and you can see all the settings. But that's not really about the band itself. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot that that I can say more about this. I did wear it a little bit earlier today, before I just took it out of the box here, and it seemed to be working pretty accurately. Unfortunately, you can't have two Mi Bands hooked up to one phone at once, so I can't measure both of these at the same time to see, how accurate they are in relation to one another. However, my sister does have the Fitbit HR Charge, so I may try wearing that if she wants to let me use it for a few days, and just go out and wear them both on the same wrist, do my normal activities, just to see how they compare in terms of accuracy with the heart rate monitor and also the steps monitor. So hopefully she'll let me use that, and if she does, I'll come out with some videos in the near future comparing the two on their accuracy. But other than that, that pretty much concludes this review. If any of you out there are looking to purchase one, I wish you luck, because currently it's kind of hard to buy them, but I will look to see if I can find any online and put some links in the description. But other than that, I believe that concludes the review for the Xiaomi Mi Band 2. Thank you for watching, and feel free to let me know if you have any questions.